She sees that you're not doing anything to reach out, right? Remember, obviously, the other stuff of you're not communicating, that stuff matters. The most important part is that you want to be strong enough. One, that you have emotional strength, you have some feelings coming back up, and then she decides to take matters into her own hands. Doesn't really want it to get back to you, talk to you about those things. She wants some benefits or wants to know she could have you back, depending on your situation and how much she regrets losing you. Hello everyone, welcome to my self-improvement and dating podcast. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about signs that she regrets losing you. There is so many signs out there she will show, and a lot of times it won't be direct, but in this video I'm going to tell you some direct and indirect things. In the future, expect me to tell you like actually messaging you, actually things like what she'll say to you. So those things do happen as well, but a lot of times when it is indirect, because she doesn't really want you to know she actually regrets losing you. So she definitely wants it to be like you don't really think too much of it, but you do end up missing her in the process. Or let's say you do get in your feelings a bit, and now all of a sudden you're the one that wants her. Meanwhile, she's the one that regrets losing you. So give this video a big thumbs up. If y'all want more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get this video to 200 likes. I will do a part 2 of this video, and I'll drop the direct way she will go ahead and show you she regrets losing you. And so let's jump right into this. I have 3 things that will happen that is a sign. And so for the first thing on my list is that she will go ahead and get mutual friends. And sometimes it could be other people that maybe you guys don't know so well, but you guys heard of. You guys don't have to both hang out with each other or always know of each other, but she will get mutual friends. It starts off with mutual friends because those are the people that are more closer to you. If it's not mutual friends, she'll get other people involved in your situation. So here's the thing, so talking to those mutual friends and those other people that are maybe, let's say, acquaintances, people that maybe she heard of or knows through you, so she'll talk to them about you. That is just the first aspect. And before I continue on, make sure you go ahead and comment moved on down below. Hope you guys aren't stuck on her. If you guys aren't moved on, just comment fist so I know you're part of the army. But I really do hope that you guys are at a point of not showing her signs that you regret losing her, or at least it's not clear enough for her to see that, you know, he's trying too hard, so I'm not going to give him nothing. And that is a way of her wanting to go ahead and let them know what is actually happening. If y'all want to talk about your situation, if you're struggling with her right now, or if you don't know how to move on, want to figure out how to move on in your situation, or even back to self-improvement, citations are available. Let's talk about what's happening with you. It could be about anything. Let's talk about it. Book by clicking the link down below to this video. Once you guys already are done, you guys should be thinking like, why is she gonna randomly, there's other ways she'll do it, I'll talk about soon. Why is she gonna randomly go ahead and want to be like, I want to talk to you about him? She is now thinking about you and getting into the regretting losing you, so it's almost hard for her not to. And the most important part is that you want to be strong enough, showing that you have emotional strength to not have to go ahead and show those signs. So if you aren't moved on, I hope you are at least trying to move on. So back into how she will talk about you randomly, bring your name up. Now when she talks about you to those mutual friends, what is happening a lot of those times is that she definitely wants them to fill her in. It's one thing about this that you want to keep in mind is that she doesn't really want it to get back to you. There is obviously a slight chance that it could get back to you. This is very indirect way because she doesn't want it to seem like I regret it. Oh, hey, I really want to talk to him. Just need to say something to him. So none of those signs she wants you to get from somebody else. She might just bring your name up due to the facts of she regrets losing you so much that she can't help herself. And so right back into this first point, let's go ahead and wrap up about how you aren't even supposed to be talked about at this point. Is still willing to bring up your name. Some other things that could really happen is that she's trying in other areas to not make it obvious. Maybe sometimes there's some pretending going on, like she's moved on, she's having fun. Sometimes there's also things that she'll try to do, try to get your attention. And it's really just back to she regrets losing you, but she will not directly make it be known. She might just bring up your name. And something I'll talk about in the future is how that mutual friend might have to come back to talk to you about these things, right? Or you guys are so close, right? You are so close to that mutual friend, and it is expected for that mutual friend to talk to you about her, bring up that your name was brought up. That's a whole nother story, but these things do happen around the time she does regret. It's possible to really happen depending on your situation and how much she regrets losing you. And so let's go ahead and cover my next sign on my list. This is all about direct way now. So directly, she will go out of her way. She won't make it obvious she regrets losing you. The point is to show that there is no regret, that there is not really any caring going on. And if she really misses you, let's say it's getting to that point where she regrets, she's missing you, she's really in her feelings, those types of stuff, then she might not care at this point, right? So being direct with you is almost like her only last choice. Now, this is kind of just about going out of her way. So this is just really when she goes out of her way to try to talk to you, to just see what's up with you. And so this is kind of a random thing oftentimes. She randomly pops up, tries to make it seem like nothing has been going on, nothing of the, oh, she's regretting, has some feelings coming back up. It's just more of, hey, what have you been up to? Or let's say there is other things that are going on. That will be a whole nother topic as well. But let's say if there's other things going on in your life, you might want to bring those things up. She might want to talk to you about those things, or back to just saying that it is to check on you, see if you're good. So just take it like this. She was either thinking about you prior to doing this, and then she got to the regretting, and then she decided to take matters into her own hands. Or it could be lastly, she wanted to make sure before you guys went too long without speaking, she will go ahead and do something about it. Before I continue on, make sure you go ahead and check out my Patreon. I got a whole lot of explicit and exclusive content that I cannot post on here. A whole lot of other things are only Patreon benefits. So go ahead, link down below, click it, catch up on everything that's on there and what else to come. If you're really doing good for yourself, that could just make things change for you where she regrets losing you even more. And so let's go ahead and wrap up with this last sign. I want to really watch when she does it, because the things she says really matters. Tells you how much she regrets losing you. And back to the timing. Let's say it's like so soon. Maybe that is just her trying to make sure she still has you close. And there is some regret happening. It's also because she doesn't want to lose you for real. And then it could just be because of the facts that you are really doing good for yourself. So sometimes a regret could be for bad reasons. She wants some benefits or wants to know she could have you back. Or it could really just fall back into she really has some strong feelings that are here coming back up. She just can't actually let it sit there. Can't just feel it in her heart. Let things not be actually handled by her at this point. There's now to do her part. These signs really do happen. And so let's get into the last point. This is now moving on to family. If y'all got family involved, if y'all know each other's family, especially brothers, sisters, sometimes yes, mother and father, maybe uncle, grandma, grandpa, that could be one of their options. The people that are related to you are going to be part of her options. So just the main things is that how close are they to you? How much can she really talk to them? Sometimes if she knows the only resource is reaching out to your sister to see if you are good, it won't be a mutual friend no more. She wants somebody that's even closer to you, so they could either talk about, oh, you know, maybe you guys should try this again, or they could just talk about, oh yeah, some good things about that girl would be her, and so maybe have her look good because they feel like maybe you did something wrong, or maybe she is a good girl, he's missing out, which that would be you. So in other words, want them to talk highly of her or want to put in some good words so it could get back to you so you could start missing her. And if it's more on the simple tip, she just wants her name brought up, so she wants them to just mention things like, you know, she's doing this now, how long has it been? Or they could even say things like, you know, you guys shouldn't have it broken up. This is supposed to still get things massaged in your mind. This is something that she's just trying to have you think about at times. She regrets losing you. She might not go ahead and do all that it takes to get you back, but she will do things that revolve around it, which is the signs that we talked about, plus other things. So when she does those things, the idea is that she could work her way back into your life, massage the thoughts, memories, all those things into your life, and she could have you back without having to do the rest of the work. So in the future, when I talk about this video, I will go over all these points, talk about what those family members would actually say to you. Maybe they'll make you feel even guilty in the process. And sometimes if it's like the mother and the father, sometimes they could actually have those people make you also want to go back to her, such as, that was your best friend, or she is this, or you really did this, all types of other stuff. So we'll cover those things. We'll also talk about the other things that y'all should be watching out for. There's so much more signs out there. And so I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you do click those links down below. Check out my website, check out my Patreon, and everything else that is linked down below. I will see you in my next video. Bye y'all.